if we was to watch your life, it would be its own unique movie. And with that being said, you have a certain amount of intelligence that, you know, the rest of the world wouldn't have without you. What's up, y'all? This is Big Bro Ty, aka Ty Shy, and I'm back with another video. And today we are discussing which law is hurting Black Americans the most. This is not me saying I got the answer. This is me saying I want to know what you think. So this new law that they are coming out with, I think Sarah Huckabee was for it. I'm trying to think of what it's called and what it's about. I know it's about like teaching Black history and whatnot. They don't want to talk about that stuff no more. They feel like it's, you know, programming the kids to feel a certain way. They don't want the kids to know the truth. So I think that is something that we should see as something that's hurting Black people, because if you take away all of the history that we have before slavery, and now you taking away everything that y'all did to us during slavery, what do we have? Like, y'all just continuously erasing. So the closer we get to knowing some history, you know what I mean, y'all just taking it away. And it's because, you know, you might feel like the villain, but, you know, if you're the villain, the best thing to do is to just be good people. You know what I mean? Do good things, but don't try to like whitewash it and whatnot. So I'm not trying to like be argumentative. I'm not finna be going back and forth with nobody. A lot of people, they just trolling anyways, but it's like, if we talk about the facts, you know, stuff that really went down in history, you know, everybody got an issue with that. It's like, man, what y'all want to be perfect? Ain't nobody perfect. Black people ain't perfect either. So it's like, you know, just taking responsibility for what you've done. I know I've done a lot of things I shouldn't have done, you feel me? But, you know, I feel like the answer is accepting, you know, the mistakes that you made and just look at them and try to be a better person, you know, after you know how bad you messed up, you feel me? So, yeah, man, that's one law that I think is hurting Black people for sure in 2025. Well, it's 2024 right now, but, you know, I'm thinking it won't go into effect until 2025. I'm not for sure. But do y'all know which law I'm talking about? Oh man, so I'm looking it up and I see the Republicans are trying to eliminate public education. So they trying to basically get rid of the schools, you know, that Black people go to predominantly. You know, but really the ones that, you know, I ain't gonna say Black people, but poor people, the ones that poor people that can't afford to pay for school or even pay for lunches, the ones that they go to, they basically saying they want the other kids to stay home. Because if they can't go to public schools and then they can't get into the private schools, what they gonna do? But, you know, to me, that's kind of ignorant once again, because, you know, back in the day, they made a law to where you can't whoop your kids. You can't discipline your kids. But nowadays, those same kids that didn't get disciplined, like if you think about it from generation to generation to generation, the kids getting worse and worse. So it's like, instead of having disciplined kids, you have kids that don't fear authority. And so now instead of having intelligent kids or kids that's trying to learn, you're gonna have a whole bunch of kids that ain't going to school. If public schools are outlawed and private schools are private, so they got the right to say, you can't get in here, and that's that, you feel me? What these kids gonna do? You know what I mean? If you expecting the adults to, you know, teach their kids, what if the adults are horrible? What if the adults are on drugs or gang banging or in jail or, you know, have some other issues that's stemming from all of the systematic oppression? You know what I mean? They probably on drugs because, you know, all of the other rules that was created. So it's like, what do these people do? The police out there ready to kill everything that act like they don't like authority. So it's like, whooping your kid is way better than letting the police shoot them. To keep it 100, I got plenty of whoopings, and I have a little bit more sense than a lot of the people that, you know, came after me that didn't get whooping. So now you saying you want to race of people or a whole generation of kids that don't get educated, that's crazy. So that's gonna hurt black people. But that's not even the one I was talking about. Oh, that's what it is. So critical race theory, you know what I mean? I think that the fact that they don't want critical race theory to be in the school is another thing that's gonna hurt black people, because it's like you don't want us to learn about like what black people went through for real, you know what I mean? But you want us to learn about Odysseus and the Odyssey. You want us to learn about Medusa and all of the planets that we ain't on, and you want us to learn everything about everything but what really affects us. So yeah, I think that's gonna hurt us, man. I don't know everything, and if y'all have an idea, or if y'all could think of something that is a law that is hurting black people, leave it in the comments. Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all watching this Big Bro Ty. I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer, man. Thank you, and see you next time. Peace.